Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Condors and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong, the Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Mountaineers kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's King. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Condors offense will have the opening possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Wide receiver comes in motion. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And it'll be the Condors are marching down the field. Pulls it on the option. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. The Condors will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. So Appalachian State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And now to lead the offense, it's Malachi Singleton. They added him through the portal from Rutgers. They're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. Running inside, it's Lewis. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Might be changing the route. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
To the air, it's Singleton. Another incompletion on third down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They kick it away on fourth down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Reading the option, it's right. He'll be stopped at the 28. That's a couple of yards short of the line to gain, and they'll need 2 on fourth down. The Condors will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. The run inside. It's Lewis.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Rides to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Gonna run it. It's Stevens. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And it'll be the Condors will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Singleton. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Past the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's King. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Ready to fire from the pistol. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The corners are walked up tight. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Pulls it again on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Running inside, it's Lewis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They bring him down after a gain of 7. It'll be enough for the first down, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. On the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. He leaves it with his back. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Condors will punt it away on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Dances away to buy time. Complete to the right. Lots of room to run. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the owner.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the away team sideline, coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is an opportunity for them to get back in this game. It's been close so far, but the offense has to get on the board. Coming off that turnover, I feel the momentum shifting down here on this sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Mean Green, coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is. Now over to your game, and boom. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kid Brewer Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And it'll be the Condors will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They'll run the screen. Snags it and he's open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Wide open downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Roberts. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The run inside. It's Lewis. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, App State! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's King. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Dropping back, it's Wright. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Perkins. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah,
Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
and you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've got to get points on this drive. This thing gets out of hand. Leaves it with the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Condors line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Gulitowski. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got a little space. Got a little grass. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. There's a crease. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. The Condors will snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll try it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And it'll be the Condors are rolling down the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. Fights off a defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Red 18! Red 18! Go!
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. And it'll be the Condors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next.
Maybe some room here. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
180, raise car. 180, raise car.
Dropping back, it's Singleton. Got his man. Powers through. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run it on the counter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
You've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.